What is going on, everybody? It is so good to be back with all of y'all. I apologize, last couple of weeks had technical difficulties and other stuff going on, so I take ownership of that, and I'm back this week ready to deliver some insane value. If you haven't watched week's 12's episode yet, go back and watch it because it sets the stage for everything that we're going to be talking about today, which is the middle of a 3-part series on how you can play into the basic human needs in your advertisements, which we called the Life Force 8, based off of this book, Hvertising. See it there? There's a link below. Go grab it. And again, please make sure you are only selling ethical things. If you're selling some BS or whatever, do not use these tricks that I'm teaching you. Please unfollow me and go follow somebody else. All right, so picking up where we left off last week, comfortable living conditions was next on the list. And again, these are findings that psychologists discovered back in like the late 1800s. And when companies started using this psychology in their advertisements, whether they're ethical or not, they started blowing up. So let's look at this ad from Samsung. Now, if you're wondering, wait, isn't Samsung the company that makes TVs and phones and all that stuff? You're absolutely right. But in Asia, they have a huge market share for air conditioning and things like that. So this is actually an ad from India, and it's displaying an air unit that cools the home, dehumidifies it, and purifies the air. So do you guys remember what happened in 2020? Of course you do. It was COVID, right? So this ad, which I believe came out around then, sometime last year. I mean, the perfect ad at the perfect time for the perfect product. I mean, they're showing, hey, not only do you get a cooled home with clean air, but you'll also be able to, have great relationships and all that stuff. So that's kind of getting into one of the things we're going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, it's they're taking a boring product, which is an air conditioner, and tying it into one of our basic human needs, right? Which is why we call them the Life Force 8. So let's move on to the next one. I thought this ad was hilarious, and I hope you guys get a good kick out of it as well. So this is for JBL noise canceling headphones, and what we're playing on here is this idea of comfortable, freedom from fear, pain, and danger. That is another one of the Life Force 8. Freedom from fear, pain, and danger. So you can already see there's this guy, he's got Trump on the left, and who is that? Is that Kim Jong or some dictator from Asia? I'm sorry, I should be more caught up on world events. Just screaming into this guy's ears, and yet he is just so serene and couldn't care less. And if you look closely, the outline in between his ears and head and the ears and head of Trump and Kim Jong is shaped like headphones. So you're already like, oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff going on in the world. So many people trying to create fear in me, so I'll watch their news channel more and, side with the side they want me to side with. But the idea here is that if you buy these headphones, you can free yourself from that, and you can look as peaceful as this guy in such a crazy world. All right, now this last one, this is a classic. This is one that's been going on for a long time. And it's an ad about a razor. As you can see, I haven't shaved in a few days. Mostly at the request of my girlfriend, even though it's hot as crap outside. But what we're about to see here probably isn't going to come as a surprise to anybody. Boom! How does Kate Upton like her man's body styled? Read her mind. So this ad is brilliant on a number of levels. For one, it doesn't show anybody using a razor. It doesn't talk about how many blades it has or how smooth it'll feel or it'll reduce razor bumps. It has nothing to do with the functionality of the razor, the fancy components they use, the low price. It doesn't even talk about the physiological benefits of, you know, no razor bumps or having smooth feeling skin. It's just like, here's an incredibly attractive woman and she wants her man with a clean shaven face. Nothing else, just, do you want this woman? Buy these razors. And, you know, it works. Gillette is an insanely successful company. And as an added bonus, this ad adds a feature of interactivity in it. You can see they have this QR code here. So it's not just planting the seed of like, hey, you should buy this razor if you want to, you know, date Kate Upton. It's like, hey, pull out your phone, scan this QR code, and then go to our website and buy the razors. I mean, it's really taking it to another level and really getting you involved, not just psychologically, but physically with this ad. And I think it's absolutely brilliant. And again, it has nothing to do with a man shaving his face. It only talks about the results and the benefits you get from it. So, hope that was helpful, guys. Again, go back, pick up this book from the link below, Hvertising. If you are a business owner and you're struggling to advertise, this book will help you make money. It's helped me make more money. And it'll help you do it in an ethical way. So, that is the lesson for this week, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back next week to wrap up the Life Force 8. The teaser for that. The final ones are Keeping Up with the Joneses, the care and protection of loved ones. That's a big one, right? And finally, social approval. Thanks so much. Talk to y'all next week. Adios.